Start by introducing yourself and talk about the following: your experience and training with firearms and marksmanship.
Okay. I'm Paul Schwennesen. I'm the owner and CEO, for lack of a better term, of Double Check Ranch Grass-Fed Natural Beef. We ranch north of Tucson here, about 40 miles or so. And my background in firearms and training goes back a long ways. I've been shooting, not competitively, but I've been shooting since I was probably 2 years old on my father's lap, shooting 22s, just plinking. But I quickly got into marksmanship. It was pretty clear early on that I enjoyed shooting for accuracy, and that led. I guess the first really distinctly competitive shooting I did was as a freshman. They had tryouts for the U.S. Air Force Academy rifle team, which I tried out for, and walked onto the team as a varsity athlete. It was pretty cool to walk in with no formal training and to be able to do that. And then all the other training in the military that went along with that, of the M16, M4, 9mm, and so forth. So I've been shooting a lot of weapons for a long time.
Your greatest skills and marksmanship accomplishments.
Greatest skills. Well, I'm a ninja. Not really. The marksmanship accomplishments, I guess. Like, again, being a freshman varsity athlete on the Academy rifle team was kind of a big deal. It wasn't the only one, but it was a big deal. My scores were way up there. I don't remember them anymore, but they were a significant help to our. I think we were ranked number 3 in the nation at one point, or maybe even number 1 for a while, and my scores helped in that process.
What you love most about guns and marksmanship.
Guns themselves, I enjoy guns often because they're carefully tuned pieces of mechanical art. You know, they're often beautiful in and of themselves. They're usually extremely well made with very, very close tolerances. They have to be to function well. But again, when they're made that well, they tend to be inherently beautiful. I like marksmanship, I guess, for a lot of the same reasons. Marksmanship itself is a concentrated, focused activity where you make yourself better than you were before by focusing so hard on doing something very, very well that you increase your capacity in the process.
Tell us your favorite marksmanship story or memory.
Favorite marksmanship story? Well, believe it or not, we were dynamite shooters. We used to shoot dynamite. This probably shouldn't go on TV anywhere. This is hard to describe, but people would find old dynamite, you know, from an old mine or somewhere, and we would shoot sticks of dynamite from, 300 or 400 yards away with a high-powered rifle and make it go off. And I remember one day we were shooting dynamite, or trying to shoot dynamite, and been at it, all these tough guys out there for an hour shooting at this way long target. It must have been 600 yards or something. And my mom, who's about Rose's height, came out there and said, "Well, what are you guys doing, and how does this all work?" And so we got her up there and explained it all, and in one shot she proceeded to blow the stick of dynamite that had taken us forever to do, and so that's poetic justice, I guess.
Tell us about your other interests and passions in life.
Interest and passions. I really enjoy history of all sorts. We live in history-rich area, from the Apaches and Sobaipuri Indians all the way to the U.S. cavalry and so forth. So we're surrounded by all the remnants of their activities, and so I like to find artifacts and search for historical remnants of one sort or another. I like to play the piano if I can. It's hard to do running a ranch full time, but I guess that's the sum of my passions and interests. I mean, beyond shooting.
Describe yourself. How would you your friends describe you?
Let's see, my friends, how would they describe me? I guess it all depends on how much they'd had to drink at the time, but probably they'd probably describe you as easygoing, outgoing type. Maybe bossy at times. It's probably pretty likely. A lot of our friends come up and help us on the ranch in one form or another, and so maybe I boss them around too much. But overall, I'd say an easy guy to get along with. Pretty friendly and outgoing. Enjoy people. Enjoy the world around me.
Tell us how competitive you are.
Competitive. Well, I'm a hell of a lot more competitive than the rest of you all. No, I'm pretty competitive. I mean, I've done things and gone places that require a competitive edge. I don't like the sort of nasty competitive streak that people get in a lot of modern sports, you know, where it's you got to win at all costs. Yeah, I'm no Ironman triathlete or anything like that. I don't really get into the competition where it feeds on itself. I enjoy friendly competition. My brother and I are a good example. We're always friendly competing to do whatever it is, you know, stupid things, you know, brushing your teeth. I don't know. We'll come up with it. We'll come up with a way to make it competitive. But it's always in jest or for fun, but it always sort of pushes it to the next notch, and you find yourself doing things more and better than you would have if it just been yourself. Is that it?
Okay, that's it.
That's it? All right. Good deal. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.